What's up, everybody? Benjamin from Retro Marmot Pops here. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe down below. Today, I am at the Southtown Mall again. If you guys remember in a previous video, I brought a bunch of Pops into Pop City and traded in for some store credit that I didn't actually use while I was there. So I've got some credit that I could use towards potentially a cool Pop today. So we're going to go into Pop City and see what we find. There's also a Box Lunch, a Hot Topic, and Raz Closet. We're going to go to all those stores and see what we find. I will say I am still on the hunt for Dune Pops, so really hoping I find those. I just don't know if they've hit stores yet. So, okay, I'm jumping in here really fast just to say that I have tried to film this video so many times, but Dune Pops are nowhere to be found. Don't believe me? Just look. We heard the new Dune Pops have started to hit stores. Dune Part 2 came out recently and I have not seen a single Pop. Now the reason I'm here is because I'm looking for Dune Pops. I don't know. Let's go see what we find. Okay, first stop was Hot Topic. This all around was just kind of uneventful. Sometimes this Hot Topic is totally loaded and other times, like today, we find Santa Claus in March. We also found this Harley Quinn, which I think is kind of new. I don't know, I don't really collect DC, but cool to see. So next was Pop City. I gotta say, so much of what the collecting community is in Utah is owed to this store right here, Pop City. They put on awesome events, which I will be going to one here in the next month called What's Poppin', and they are just so cool to collectors. They've been awesome to me, made me lots of really good deals. They look out for people, and I really appreciate that. They are great for the hobby in Utah. But anyways, you can see these grail cases are the main thing I'm going to be highlighting in this store. They've got some heavy hitters in here, and I thought that this Lucky Cat right here was really cool. I don't know what that's from, so if anybody does in the comments, please let me know. I would really love to know more about that one. Then they had Vincent Vega, which is really cool. You don't see Pulp Fiction Pops all the time. You don't see Pets Pops either all the time, which was really cool. I love to see the Aqua Sox. That's just awesome that they make Pops from at least that minor league baseball team. That's pretty sweet. And then a lot of other just things you don't see all the time. That Valkyrie was pretty sweet. And then lots of Pop Asia things, which is funny because I had someone in my comments recently asking if I have any Pop Asia Pops. I don't, except for Lucky Cat. But if you wanted to see some, there you go. I just showed a bunch of them for that person right there. But moving on, if there was a grail in this store I was going to pick up, it would have been that Baxter Stockman right there, which was signed. So cool. That is just awesome. Mars Attacks, pretty cool as well. This Tails, I was shocked because $250, I have that Tails. But I noticed the reason it was expensive is because of that custom artwork on the side. Looks really cool. Whoever did that, I mean, props to them. That's awesome. But yeah, here's the other side of that grail case. Some other sweet stuff like Madame Leota. That one was actually signed. Really cool. So all around, Pop City is just a great place to visit. They always have awesome pieces, so definitely worth it if you're in Utah.
2 1 2 1 2 1 2.
Now, I gave really high praise to Pop City. I gotta do the same for Raz Closet. This place is dope. They recently got new ownership, and the guy who runs it now, Renee, is just so tight. Like, just such a cool guy. He picks up some crazy stuff like that V for Vendetta, as well as that bank robber Joker. And then moving over here, they actually have a signed Mike Tyson Pop. Like, how crazy is that? That is signed by Mike Tyson himself. So nuts. Plus, a really cool NFT Bane. Awesome piece. And then The Walking Dead Glenn. So really, this store is so cool. Now, surprisingly, Box Lunch really came in clutch with new Pops today. They got that Suko. They also got a bunch of the new Wizard of Oz Pops. I did look for the chase on that Cowardly Lion. Didn't find it. Must have already been taken. But then I kept looking. They had more Godzilla Kong Pops, like this Shimo? I don't know. I obviously haven't seen the movie yet. That's not out yet. I will see it. But Scar King, another one. Can I just say, I'm really stoked for that movie. I know they're kind of cringy in a way, but I mean, like, look, you're watching a dinosaur fight a gorilla, so you get what you're paying for, right? Like, just a bunch of action. Anyway, I digress from that. I will see the movie, but I will also say, really cool baseball pops. Mike Trout, I got a buddy who's a huge Angels fan. He was really sad that Shohei ended up getting traded away, but I mean, hey, they still got Mike Trout. That's pretty cool. Mookie Betts, that's also a really cool baseball pop. Then I did find more Kong versus Godzilla pops. This right here, does anybody else feel like the pink is really muted? I feel like it should be super neon, but I don't know. It's still a cool pop nonetheless. Aaron Judge, that's also a sweet one. That guy can hit like none other. Chani, really cool. I started to notice Dune Pops. Here we go. I saw that. I was stoked. Finally, I'm seeing them in stores. Then, of course, there's Gurney Halleck here. Another cool one. And I'm noticing as I'm looking at these, like, they just look fantastic. They really stayed true to how it looked in the movie, and I am loving them. And then finally, the one I was really, really looking for, Muad'Dib himself, Paul Atreides. So cool. And then on my way out, I did see this Galadriel soda, which is definitely new. So pretty cool that it's in stores. And there you go. All right, I am back from the hunt. This is my good friend Roxy. She's the neighbor's dog. They are on vacation, so we were watching her for a little while. Say hello, Roxy. Tell the world you say hi. So as you saw, it was a pretty good hunt. It was successful, actually. See ya, Roxy. It was successful in that I did find some of the Dune Pops I was looking for. All right, what's up, guys? Me and Roxy here again. I am interjecting at this point in the video to say that everything I recorded beyond this point was not actually recorded. I thought it was, but I didn't push record correctly. So here we are, making more of the same video, aren't we, Roxy? That's not a problem at all, though, because I will just tell you what I told you now, instead of in the earlier stuff. So here you go. Here's the pop I found. It is Paul Atreides from Dune, and I'm really excited to have it. I read the first 2.5 books. I've seen both of the movies now, just barely saw the other one when it came out, and absolutely loved it. They knocked it out of the park. They nailed it. It was so good. There was like 4 or 5 times in that movie that I had like major chills. It was so good. If you haven't read the book, definitely do it. And if you haven't seen the movie, absolutely see the movie. It's so good. Like, what are you waiting for? Overall, this pop looks amazing. You can see he's got the Arrakis spice blue eyes, which is awesome. He's wearing the robes, which have a ton of texture on them, and that's awesome. The still suit is accurate. So cool. I do have one bone to pick, though, and I'm going to be nitpicky for a second because I'm a total Dune nerd. Online, they had this pop listed as Paul Atreides with sword. Now, Funko, you're never going to see this video, but just me pretending that you will. It's not a sword, man. It's a crysknife. So get with it. Learn the lore, bro. Learn the lore. All right, well, there you go. That's the video. Sorry about the makeshift weirdness at the end here, but I appreciate you sticking through it. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe down below. I'd really appreciate it, and I will catch you on the next one.